I'm Deraj, and this is becoming the new indie.
You know who the greatest, ain't no debating on it.
Independent hip hop artist, and I'm based here in Orlando, Florida. I got started in music really because of my oldest brother. He was a part of a rap group back in Maryland where I was from. Typical younger brother wanted to be like big brother. And so from there, it just kind of became a hobby and grew into a passion, grew into, creative outlet, ministry, a lot of different things. And now it's, my vocation is how I make my livelihood.
Yeah, I told him I'ma be the greatest. Yeah, told him I'ma be the greatest. I'm so motivated. Yeah, I'm so motivated. Yeah, told him I'ma be the greatest. Yeah, told him I'ma be the greatest. Yeah, you can hear us coming.
I never thought of music as a career originally. I didn't have this grand pursuit of wanting to be signed to a label or even want to do music for a living. I just enjoyed doing it. I just love creating. My background was in the arts. I did a lot of visual arts. I did photography, design, branding. That's what I went to school for. That's what I'm trained in. And actually, that's how I got connected with the label. I was doing artwork for them, and then they later found out that I did music. And then they were just like, yo, we need to scoop this dude up. And it wasn't until then it became more of a serious conversation. Like, yo, this is something I could probably actually seriously do. It was a big shift for me. Being signed with the label because I was around other artists who are themselves entrepreneurs. I began to get exposed to different ways to grow a music career that I didn't know existed. When I think about my why, the first word that comes up is legacy. And I think about my wife, I think about my future kids, I think about all of the other independent artists and creatives that need an example of what's possible. It's bigger than just music. It's bigger than just, I'm gonna get a placement or I'm gonna hit 6 figures. It's no, it's enabling and giving people permission to do what I never thought I could do. That's my why and why I show up and wake up and why I'm so disciplined and why I'm so motivated. You need to be who you were made to be. The things that you sense deeply, they're there for a reason. Don't ignore them, pursue them.
Can't slow down, better put me in a casket, yeah. I will not stop. I will not stop. Take it to a whole new level. Take it to a whole new level. Take it to a whole new level. I take it to a whole new level.
Being fully independent and making a full-time income in a very untraditional way in the music space is even more of an evolution of I didn't plan for this, you know what I mean? Even when I got my first placement, it was unplanned. Getting your music in TV and film is still new for a lot of artists. A lot of artists don't know that this is a viable way to have a music career. 1000% changed my artist career. It breathed new life into me wanting to do music. It gave me permission to be the musician I knew I could be. I always tell people licensing your music is the smartest and most effective way to grow and sustain a music career. And this is the reason why I say this, because if one song I put up on Spotify and it gets 1 million streams, I roughly pull in $5,000. Take that same song, I can get on the lower end a placement for $5,000 and get national exposure with it, which is driving people to go listen to the song. So I'm not only getting paid for exposure, I'm also getting streams, which is paying me from exposure. Also from that exposure, I'm getting new fans, and then I still own this song, so I can relicense it again. And again, it's just off of one song. It's probably one of the purest ways to monetize your music, solely off of the music, not off of all these other metrics that I've experienced so far in the music industry. And I'd be willing to kind of argue with somebody about that if they really wanted to go there. My advice for anybody looking to start a career in music, don't downplay the passion and the curiosity that's there. It's absolutely possible to make a sustainable living off of your art. Believe that you actually can do it. Get insanely focused and surround yourself with a community that's going to reinforce it for you. I was broke. I was paycheck to paycheck. I had negative balance. I'm married, newly married. I'm stressed. I'm anxious. I'm all of these things. I wouldn't have dreamed that this was possible for me. And so I stand here as a testament to let you know it is absolutely possible for you too. This Deraj is a completely different person for the better than who I was back then. It was tough to even like make ends meet at a particular time, and now it's just like, you know, we're good and we're only growing and like we're dreaming. Like I feel like in those, like in that space, like you don't even have like a chance to dream. You know what I mean? Like when there's so much like pressure, dog. I don't even want to get out of bed today, but I know I got to, because if we don't, like we finna be homeless out here.
What is entrepreneurship? Like what does that mean to you personally?
Oh man.
Being an entrepreneur?
To me, what it means to be an entrepreneur is really being in control of all of the outcomes around you. I can wake up when I want, I can go to sleep when I want, but I also know that everything about my business rises and falls because of me. It's very liberating, but it's also a lot of responsibility. I feel like those who are really built for entrepreneurship enjoy that type of burden. There's nobody else coming to save me in this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta make the phone calls, I gotta like build the funnels, I have to budget, you know, my finances, my time. I have to do all of those things, but I love it.
I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 sense for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster.
You know, come hell or high water, I'm in this thing and I have no plan B. We clock in, we clock out. You know what I mean? We have some boundaries around work. But as an entrepreneur, like those boundaries get real blurry real quick.
Hey, breaker, don't you see us on the radar? Always putting in the work and never ever on hiatus. Hey, we making it look easy, but I swear it's not a layup. Always staying on the top, they calling me the numerator. Whoa, yeah, fill up the gas tank.
So it's like, I have to be immensely disciplined and immensely self-aware of like, you know, where's my time going? How am I going to feed myself spiritually, physically, mentally? How am I going to invest in my other relationships? There's a lot of hustle that's involved in, you know, being an entrepreneur. If you want to become an entrepreneur, get around other entrepreneurs, put yourselves in circles intentionally where entrepreneurship is happening and where those conversations exist. I've come a long way, but I'm nowhere close to the goals that I have for myself. And also too, I don't even know all of the goals that I will have, because as we're evolving, like my goals now are probably gonna look super small, and we just don't know that. Like we're constantly growing. And so that's why I say, I don't know when I'll ever arrive at a place of like, oh yeah, I've done it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody should ever get there. Like the moment we get there, I think that's the definition of death in a sense, when we just really cease to stop growing.